My name is Elena. I am 26 years old and I live alone in a small apartment in Seattle. My apartment is not very big, but it feels warm and peaceful. There is a small kitchen near the window, a soft gray sofa, and a little wooden table where I drink coffee every morning. Outside my window, I can see tall buildings, moving cars, and sometimes soft rain falling quietly over the city. Seattle mornings are usually cold, but honestly, I like cold mornings. They feel calm, peaceful. Every morning, my alarm rings at 6:30 a.m. Sometimes I wake up immediately. Sometimes I press the snooze button 2 or 3 times, especially on rainy days. My bed feels too comfortable to leave. But after a few minutes, I finally sit up slowly and stretch my arms. The room is usually quiet. The world outside still feels sleepy. I walk to the window and open the curtains. Soft morning light enters my room. Sometimes the sky looks gray. Sometimes golden sunlight fills the buildings outside. I stand there quietly for a moment and take a deep breath. I think peaceful mornings are one of the best parts of life. After that, I go to the bathroom and wash my face. Cold water helps wake me up completely. Then I brush my teeth and tie my hair into a... I pour my coffee into my favorite white mug and sit near the window. This is my quiet moment before the busy day begins. No phone, no social media, no stress. Just coffee, music, and silence. Sometimes I watch people outside rushing to work. People carrying umbrellas, people running to buses, people walking dogs. And honestly, it makes me feel connected to the world somehow. After coffee, I make breakfast. Usually something simple. Toast and eggs, oatmeal, or fruit with yogurt. I try to eat healthy food because unhealthy food makes me feel tired during the day. But sometimes, I just eat chocolate cookies for breakfast. And honestly, I never regret it. Around 7:45 a.m., I start getting ready for work. I work at a small design studio near downtown Seattle. The office is not very big, but the people there are kind. I usually spend too much time choosing clothes. I stand in front of my wardrobe thinking, what should I wear today? Some mornings, nothing feels right. I change outfits 3 or 4 times. Then suddenly, 30 minutes disappear. One day, my best friend Ava gave me advice. Choose your clothes the night before. Honestly, it changed my life. Now my mornings feel less stressful. After getting dressed, I pack my bag carefully. Laptop, notebook, water bottle, lip balm, headphones. I never leave home without headphones. Music makes everything feel easier. At 8:30 a.m., I leave my apartment and walk toward the train station. The train ride takes about 20 minutes. Usually, I listen to podcasts or relaxing music. Sometimes I simply look out the window and think about life, about dreams, about mistakes, about the future. Sometimes my thoughts become too heavy, but then I remind myself, one day at a time. When I finally arrive at work, the office already smells like coffee and fresh paper. My coworkers greet me warmly. "Good morning, Elena." I smile and say good morning back. Then the workday begins. Emails, meetings, design projects, deadlines. Some days feel easy. Other days feel exhausting. But I try my best every day. Around lunchtime, I usually eat with Ava. We sit near the office window and talk about random things. Movies, relationships, funny people at work. Sometimes we laugh so hard that people stare at us. And honestly, those moments help me survive stressful days. By the afternoon, my energy slowly disappears, especially around 3 p.m. That dangerous sleepy hour. My eyes become heavy, my brain feels slower, and suddenly, even simple emails feel difficult. Usually, I make another coffee, or sometimes green tea if I'm trying to be healthy. But honestly, coffee almost always wins. One thing I love about my office is the big window beside my desk. When work becomes stressful, I look outside for a few seconds. Rain, moving traffic, people with umbrellas. For some reason, watching the city relaxes me. Around 5:30 p.m., the workday finally ends. And honestly, that moment feels amazing. Everyone starts packing their bags quickly. The office suddenly becomes louder. People saying goodbye, chairs moving, phones ringing one last time. Then finally, freedom. The train ride home feels quieter than the morning ride. People look tired now. Some fall asleep against the windows. Some stare silently at their phones. And some simply close their eyes for a few minutes. I understand that feeling. When I finally return home, I immediately change into comfortable clothes. Oversized sweater, soft pants, warm socks. The best feeling ever. Then I tie my hair up again and start preparing dinner. Cooking helps me relax, especially after stressful days. Sometimes I make pasta, sometimes soup, sometimes simple rice and vegetables. And sometimes I order pizza because I'm too tired to cook. While cooking, I usually watch YouTube videos or listen to soft music. The apartment feels warm and cozy at night, especially when rain touches the windows outside. Seattle nights feel peaceful in a very special way. After dinner, Some evenings, I sit on the sofa with a blanket and watch movies. Usually emotional movies. Or relaxing series. I love stories that feel real. Stories about people, feelings, mistakes, and healing. Sometimes those stories make me cry. But honestly, crying sometimes feels healthy. Other evenings, I read books near the window, especially during rainy nights. Warm tea beside me, soft music in the background, rain outside. Those moments feel magical. My friend Ava always laughs at me for this. She says, "Elena, your life looks like a romantic movie." Maybe she is right. But honestly, my life is not always beautiful. Some nights feel lonely. Some nights feel heavy. Sometimes I think too much about the future, about relationships, about dreams I still haven't reached. And sometimes I miss people who are no longer part of my life. I think everyone carries invisible sadness inside them. Some people just hide it better. Around 10 p.m., I start my night routine. I wash my face carefully, brush my teeth, dye my hair again. Then I sit on my bed with my journal. Every night I write at least one sentence. Sometimes I write long, emotional paragraphs. Sometimes only small thoughts. Tonight I wrote, maybe healing is simply learning how to breathe peacefully again. I stared at that sentence for a long time. Then slowly, I smiled, because maybe it was true. Before sleeping, I usually turn off all the lights except the small lamp beside my bed. The room becomes quiet again, almost exactly like the morning. Then I lie down under my blanket and listen to the soft sounds outside my window. Rain, cars passing slowly, wind moving through the city, and honestly, those sounds